60% of the world's chronically hungry are women, and the effects of undernutrition are passed on to their children. More than 19 million children are born each year with low birth weight. 3.5 million die from malnutrition.
It's scientifically proven today that if we don't deal with building nutrition in pregnant mothers and in children under 2, then the evidence that is available now is that it will have a long-term and devastating impact on the future of that child and that human being.
The Global Alliance for Improved Nutrition, or GAIN, was set up to address this issue. It's a unique organisation bringing together key partners from international organisations, the private sector and civil society to design and implement large-scale interventions.
Well, if we look broadly to include micronutrient deficiencies, there are over 2 billion people suffer from malnutrition, with 1 billion who are considered hungry and malnourished, and that number itself is going up.
In South Africa, GAIN worked with the government and private mill owners to fortify with micronutrients basic foods such as wheat and maize.
That program today, it's a mandatory program now, mandated by law by the South African government, and it reaches almost 85% of the population on a daily basis. And it's a program that has been sustainable, doesn't need additional financing to keep it going.
Initial data shows a 30 to 40% decrease in neural tube birth defects since the Fortification program.
I wish many countries, all the countries of Africa, could have nutrition as ranking high in the policy making organization. I wish they could make it very important because it's the beginning. If you don't have your people fed properly, where are you going to? What is the future of that nation? I think nutrition should be placed very high, just like other economic activities in the country.
GAIN works in India with regional governments and the private sector on major fortified food projects, adding micronutrients to wheat and flour. GAIN's working with food producers and the Nandi Foundation to provide fortified food in over 800,000 children's school meals.
Together with GAIN, we created a wonderful partnership which enabled us to significantly enhance the micronutrient value of one of our largest brands and take it to a school program which basically feeds about 150,000 school children every day in the city of Hyderabad.
In Egypt, the focus has been on a large-scale food fortification program of the state-subsidised baladi bread.
Iron is one of the vital elements that a mother needs during her pregnancy. So if she's iron deficient or folic acid deficient, that's a problem. It compromises her health and her child's. The baladi bread program is a national program. We add iron and folic acid to the baladi bread flour. The population is 80 million and they depend on the bread. Even if somebody cannot afford anything else, he can afford to buy bread.
Despite a previous miscarriage, Mona Mohammed, a baladi bread beneficiary, has given birth to a healthy baby boy. Her husband Sombal is delighted.
I'm so happy with my son, my first, which is a special love. Hopefully God will give me many more.
We know today that giving mothers that are pregnant folic acid, vitamin A, zinc, and iron will result in a baby that is born that is healthier. And we know that advocating a period of exclusive breastfeeding for 6 months would be the best choice a mother could make to give to a newborn child. And we know that from 6 to 24 months, we should be having access to the type of complementary foods that allow the particular child to have the benefit of fortified foods and breast milk. The most important and critical phase of nutrition in a person's life is -9 months to 24 months.
GAIN's programme is now reaching over 200 million people worldwide. Its goal is to reach 1 billion.